From time to time, we find ourselves going through transitions. And those transitions can be very difficult because we find ourselves in places where we've never been before. So I want to talk to you a minute about how do we navigate the various transitions of our life. Many of us go through transitions on a regular basis or either on a seasonal basis. What happens with that is that sometimes we experience the loss of a loved one. Sometimes we experience the downsizing of a job. Sometimes people have multiple transitions in their life where somebody has died, they had to move, they got a job, or just something else. And so how do you deal with these various areas of your life? One of the things that you do while you're going through transitions is you got to do something to decrease the stress. You have to do something to decrease the stress. That means exercise. It means going to a movie. It means walking on the beach. You need a stress reliever. That's so important because what happens is that anytime we get stressed and anytime we get tight, what happens is it constricts our way of thinking and it places us in a position where we feel as though that we're overwhelmed and there's no way out. Something else that should be done, I suggest that you do in addition to that, and that is to make sure that you strategize your plan. Strategize, sit down, pray, take out a sheet of paper or type in your phone or type in your iPad a strategy of moving through the period of transition. Sometimes that simply means that you have to compartmentalize the things that you have to deal with to help you to think clearer. You also need to just give it to God. And I know that's sometimes easier said than done. But when I say give it to God, you do the best. Let God do the rest. Give everything to God, all of the problems, all of the stress. You do the possible. Trust God to do the impossible and watch what happens. One final thing is this. Sometimes you got to lower your expectations. And I know that sounds crazy, but you got to lower your expectations because sometimes we kick ourselves because we didn't make it through a transition much better, or we didn't make it through the transition in a manner that we thought we should have. Sometimes you have to keep in mind that when we go places where we've never been before, what we do is that we have to learn while we're there. And so when I say lower your expectations, I'm not saying don't have expectations. But what I'm saying is that you have to give yourself the opportunity to sometimes understand why you failed or understand why things didn't go as well as it did. Sometimes it's not because you didn't put your best foot forward. It's just the fact you didn't know. You were in a different place. You've never seen this terrain before, and you're doing the best that you can. I pray this word today gave you strength for the journey.